Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Hey guys, Brandon from Flyfish Food here. We in the shop tying some bugs again. So today I'm going to be tying a little Callibaetis nymph that I like to fish on still waters a lot. It's a little ostrich variation. You see a lot of different patterns like this on the internet, and they all do really, really well, and this is my favorite version of it. For a hook, I'm actually tying this on an Alec Jackson covert nymph hook. These hooks are super strong, super sticky. One of my favorite nymph hooks, and this is going to be a weightless pattern. I really like these slight curved hooks for these weightless patterns. And then for thread, just some Danville and olive. Just get some thread on there. Okay. So for tailing on this guy, I like the Coq de Leon fibers here. This is from a rooster saddle, rooster cape, excuse me. So I'm just going to peel off a few of these fibers here, and I'm going to tie this in just on top of the hook there. Shorten that up a little bit. We're going to cut out those butts. And then we're going to tie in a little piece of, this is just copper ultra wire in the small size. Just tie that down the hook a little bit. And now I'm going to go ahead and take a little piece of ostrich roll. This is the Scud Tan color. Ostrich and Callibaetis nymphs get along really well together. So that's what we're going to go ahead and tie in. We're going to use this for the body to help represent the gills on the side of the body. Okay, so then you kind of just see which way it wants to play with you best. And then we palmer that so that way those fibbits are going backwards, or fibers. Tie that up in there. Capture that. Sweet. So now we're going to go ahead and take that wire and we're going to counter rib it to kind of help protect that hurl. And then as you rib it through, you just kind of wiggle that thread to, you're going to probably trap a few of them, but just to help trap less. Give it a little bit of flash in there too. Capture that wire with the thread. And then helicopter that wire off. Took a lot of helicopters that time. Okay, so one thing about the hurl I've noticed is that some of the pieces, they taper really well, some don't. So what I do on these is I just take some scissors and I'll just add a little bit of taper to it. That way, you know, I can get some that are really bushy on the ostrich hurl, and just kind of add a little bit of taper myself to it. Gives it a really cool effect. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and tie in a little piece of flash over the top of this. This is the Mirage Flashabou, so it's the opal color. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and take some wing case material. I like the mottled brown colored ones, but you can use whatever color you like. This just happens to be the Montana Fly skinny skin, but you can literally use whichever one's your preference. I haven't found any benefits with one or the other. I just like this color combination here. And then we're gonna work that back where I want my thorax to be, so right about there. Okay, and then for dubbing on this, I actually like to mix two dubbings on this. I'm gonna use a little bit of SLF Squirrel Spiky dubbing in the natural fox color. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of just Peacock Ice Dub. And probably lean more towards the Spiky Squirrel than the Ice Dub, you know, use more of that. And then I just kind of stack them on top of each other, and then what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and preen those back and forth with my finger. Kind of mix those up a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and dub that onto my thread. Alrighty. So then we're going to build up our little thorax here. And I like it to be pretty chunky on this guy. A little too much dubbing on there. Okay, so kind of a really buggy, we're going to brush that out too. And then for the legs on this, I have a little piece of Brahma hen here, some feather from that. This is the, I believe it's the March Brown color is what it goes by. I'll make, but just a little bit of this guy. And then I like to peel this. Some people like to, you know, use like the triangle technique to tie these in and stuff like that. I actually just like to cut up, like pull off a chunk of it like that and use it. And I kind of like to have big legs on these because when I fish this in still water, I feel like they almost act like little rudders. They kind of help keep it, you know, straight in the water. One thing I also like about peeling it off is I can make the way I make sure that I'm picking, you know, equal amounts for my legs is that I'm able to, you know, peel all that stuff off the bottom and then just make sure I'm peeling the same off of each side. And measure that up against the body. And tie those in. Take my scissors and cut out the excess. A little messy up there, but that's just fine. Now we're going to go ahead and pull the skinny skin over. Pinch that. And sorry, I'm all fingers there for a second. Got that tight in. Couple wraps in front to lock it, and then cut that out. And now take the opal tinsel, the opal Flashabou, and we're gonna go ahead and capture that now. And cut that out. And then we're gonna go ahead and whip finish this fly. And I got a little bit of stuff going out the front here. I'll just clean that up a little bit. And if you had one of those cautery tools, you can clean up my messy head there, but it's just fine. And then we'll take a little bit of Velcro and we'll go ahead and just brush out this thorax a little bit. There we go, nice and buggy. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of Loon Fluorescing UV fly finish. And I'm just going to put this over the wing case to protect that Flashabou from breaking. Something like that there. Go ahead and take the light and zap that. Alrighty. And that is the little Callibaetis stillwater nymph. Fish as well. Tie a few up and try them up. Thanks.